Da bin ich jetzt ja mal gespannt. Recently, I opted for a Kampfwersteigerung for the TNG mothership that you're going to see real soon. A few new modules came with that, and part of that Kampfwertsteigerung will be that the remaining modules from Folktech's Mescaline will be removed from said setup. So I have in the past made one video with the Mescaline all on its own, or rather with the MPC after it as an effects processor. And it's a really interesting thing, but somewhat limited on its own. So I had a lot of fun playing with motion and mental together with the Mimeophon, which you see here. And now I got Nebulae, which I hope will even be more cool. And so I sketched up this setup, which could go into a Mantis case, which I don't have at the moment, with the whole Mescaline and a few modules. So right now I'm doing a kind of a proof of concept based on that, compared to what is shown on that sketch you just saw. Is the Optofed has been replaced by the Forbidden Planet, and there's stages to give it a little test run, and it's a cool module, and there's a small mixer because you never can have too many mixers. Maybe I'll say something about how this is patched later on, but right now I'll just like to play it a little bit. So I'm routing the Nebulae to the outputs and simply reset its buffer, so it shouldn't do anything. Let's see if it receives something from the input right now. No. So the signal routing is, in general, the Mescaline somehow goes via filter or not into inputs 1 and 2 of that stereo mixer. From there we go into the Mimeophon, then into Nebulae, and Nebulae is fed back to channels 3 and 4 in the stereo mixer. And we tap the output, which is going to the recorder, either from the output of Nebulae or from the output of Mimeophon, but never from the mixer. And there's also a few paths to feedback into Mental, which is quite fun, and or feed it back into itself. And let's start and see if it sounds like something if we feed back Mental into itself. Yep, if we remove the feedback, yeah, you can hear the difference. So there's also some kind of a patch running in channel. And so let's just sample that groove which we're hearing right now with Nebulae. So we're listening to the output of Nebulae, and Nebulae always records what you hear at the output. So that should be in the buffer, but there's a few modulation things going on, which leads to some unpredictable behavior. I still haven't fully grasped it. Yeah, but that sounds pretty normal. That is the granular sampler. If you turn up the overlap really high and have a low density, meaning number of generated grains, it does fun things. Let's add some pitch modulation. Then bring that back into the mixer and listen to it via Mimeophon. Maybe turn it down a little. Pretty unpredictable groove. So, the variegate 4 here sends 2 lanes of gates and 2 lanes of CV. The CV controls Nebulae and channel. Let's listen to channel for a little bit. So how are these strange noises generated? That is coming from an envelope, 3-stage envelope running in stages, which can modulate the sample, not the sample rate, the delay time on the Mimeophon, which is right now in its shortest zone, which is more like a K+ strong. But let's focus more on what channel is doing here. This is pretty much 2 voices patched here, and there's a third one which gets triggered from time to time from this one channel of one stage of stages, which acts like an LFO. So let's look at the pitch modulation. It comes from channel 3 here. The fun thing is, if I turn all of that down, it just goes beyond the pitch range of channels. So that is a really simple stepwise mute thing, but put it more in the middle range. This is clocked pretty slowly. Let's reduce the drag length. Start with 1, maybe 3 steps. Then I can change what is patched here. Fun. So let's turn up the zone here. Remove what's in the delay. Can also make use of that filter here. So with that Forbidden Planet, channel goes into the high pass input and mantle into the low pass input. I just turned down mantle completely, so you can only hear what happens here. And here's also part of that 3-stage envelope. The last part of it is modulating the sample frequency, filter frequency. Why am I always saying sample today? So let's bring everything together. Let's do it differently. I don't think it's wise to bring that groove back into the Mimeophon, so I'm listening to this and blending in the live input. some skew here. And flip this. I still have another thing coming in here. I think that is a gate. No, that is the first channel. I can also patch that into something else on Nebulae. Or maybe patch it into the zones here. That might be fun. That is a nice groove to sing along. So much for that kind of compact creation. Nebulae is a super deep thing. Essentially, it's a DSP platform where you can write your own pure data or super collider or C sound or C or Python things, but it also comes with that granular looper, but there's a lot of to be explored. Really, of all the new things, I like each and every one of them, and we'll just continue to noodle for a little bit.